telling you, I know what that is. Every woman I've encountered that talk like that to another woman got shitty ass, dirty ass underarm pits. And they ain't gonna show them to you. Because that shit is like, your life was fucked up to the point where you couldn't even scrub your own underarm pits, and you mad at the world about it. I didn't say her kid's grandma was dead. Is that what you heard? I said she don't qualify because she don't have to deal with nobody else's no grandparents in her child's life helping her make decisions so that her kids' underarm pits don't be shitty. She didn't qualify for this conversation. This is not something she's familiar with. That's what I said. No, ma'am, I don't play with the dead. I said she don't qualify. She didn't qualify because she didn't want to give her own mama the respect of being the grandma. She wanted to reduce her mama to a nana or a nana because she probably don't deal with the kids. We know when you got them grandmas, no, that's grandma. Jaden Mike can't stand me. She might be calling me bitches, but what she gonna call me is her kid's next runner up behind her mama or the grandmama. I'm their mama. I'm the kid's mama. I'm going to pull up to the schoolhouse. I'm going to pull up, and if we got a problem, I'm going to pull up beside her. Them my kids. She couldn't even speak about that about her own mama. She didn't feel that way about her. She didn't feel like her kids had a grandmama. I don't know what the fuck. She ain't Mexican. I don't know where they get this nana from. But them was her mama grandbabies. And she tried to reduce the level of responsibility off her mama like her mama wasn't involved in their life. No, she did not qualify for the conversation. I said, is them your mama kids? She said, that's they nana. What the hell is the difference? Yes, if you prefer nana, that's fine, but that's still their grandma, okay? We in America. Was that a level down or a level up? I don't know what that was. You're a full-time grandma. I am a full-time grandma. I'm on my way to do my pickups now. Like, I got to do my pickups, my drop-offs. I got to feed them. I got to give them a bath. I got to do their hair. I got to be a mama. Okay, I don't know. They mamas is probably doing how my mama did. Yeah, I watch them, but I don't really feel like it. No, I'm excited. I'm trying to figure out my plan, my routine. I'm trying to put in my time. Like, I had two awesome grandmothers to come behind. I got serious shoes to fill as a nana, a grandma. How dare you read that? Ain't they mama? No, I'm big mama. I'm them kids' mama too. If you a grandma, baby, you a mama. Okay? When them kids wake up and they hungry and they looking at you and they ready to do something, make moves, when they want to run track and their mama don't want to put them in it, you got to step up. You got to be the village. You can't, and then she was willing to reduce the name of the grandma to that ain't they mama. It's still they mama, girl. If you die or don't disappear, your mama got to step up and be their mama. If this girl run off and leave my son with this child, where the hell you think he gonna take the child? To Jaden? If Rock decides tomorrow after she had his baby that she don't want to deal with him or deal with them, where you think he gonna bring the baby to? Her mama? Where is my child gonna bring this baby if she run off and leave this baby on the doorstep with him? I got to pull up and be the mama, right? Oh, y'all don't know about that. Because y'all baby daddies, mama don't talk to y'all, won't take the call or none of that. I don't care if this girl don't like me at all. If she call me and tell me to pull up to the gas station to get this baby, even if she gonna whoop my ass, I'm gonna pull up to the gas station to get mine. Okay? That baby will not be there thinking don't nobody want him, not nan dad of its life. Okay? So I don't know what y'all kind of grandmas y'all got. I don't feel like being bothered today. I know y'all got them kind of grandmas. I don't know nothing about that. My son tell me, you got to go pick up my baby tomorrow. I don't ask no questions. I'm getting ready to get dressed, get in the car, and go drive 2.5 hours. Look at his baby mama that don't like me neither. She feels some type of way. I'm going to give her a hug and a kiss and send her on her way. And I'm going to pick up my grandbaby and bring her back to my child. I don't have no choice. I can't say, I don't feel like it today. I don't feel like driving to go get your baby. You need to be respectful to your baby daddy's mama, because you need her on that wall, okay? You need her to whisper Jesus in the ear. You need to make sure you get them baptized. Don't be running off these grandmas talking about boundaries and you in my business. That's the one nigga that's finna take care of your kid. If you drop off this earth or run off and leave it, don't do that. Don't be disrespectful to his mama because she all up in your business. You bite your tongue for your child's sake. Okay? You take it on the chin. That's your child's grandmama. No, ain't no respect both ways. Your elderly get a different type of respect. When my husband's mama told me how she felt about me and told my husband whatever glitter ain't gold, and whatever she had to say, rest my mother-in-law's soul, I had to take that shit on the chin. That's how she feel. All I could do is prove her wrong. All I could do is show her that I'm going to love her son to the end of the world. All I can do is show her that what she think about the last girl, that's not me. I can't cuss his mama out. She don't know me. That bitch don't know me. Your mama ain't shit. How your mama know me? She don't like, your mama this, your mama that. I can't do that. I have to respect her regardless. She earned respect by being his mother. She earned respect by raising my husband. She earned respect by making it to 70, 80 years old. That is the respect. I'm trying to get where she at. I'm trying to make it to 80 something, okay? I can't sit here and say that she gotta respect me. This her son I'm dealing with. I have to prove myself. I have to prove myself to this woman. This is her pride and her joy. Okay? I have to get in here and prove myself that I'm not finna just run off with her son's money or mistreat her son or be here, to be a baby mama and trap him. No, I have to respect her regardless of how she feel about me. You don't go to your job and be like, they gonna respect me. No, you gonna do what the fuck they tell you to get your paycheck, right? You ain't gonna go in your new job demanding respect. No, you pull up humble. You clock in humble. You be on time humble. When you dealing with somebody's child and you want to be in their life, that's how you pull up to their family. Okay? You don't pull up like you gonna respect me too. No, that's not how this works. If Big Mama say, get in here and help me wash these dishes and clean up this house, you don't say, I ain't got that to do. You don't do that. You put your gloves on, your nails gonna get wet. That's one time you gotta take it on the chin. That's Big Mama. You gotta respect her. If she wants you to clean up, all I told that girl to do was clean up. Okay? Clean up this house and clean up after yourself. Don't leave your dirty drawers on the counter where I eat. And that was too much. I'm not about to tell my husband, your mama should have just accepted these dirty drawers on the counter and clean up after us. No. You have to be respectful. You don't go in demanding respect from nobody that been put in 20, 30 years on their child. Y'all, if something ain't right with y'all, that's why y'all ain't got no man. That's why y'all ain't gonna have no man. Your mama didn't have no man. You gonna be sitting there in that wheelchair looking crazy when you my age, watching people go down the street with their man, looking at people in the grocery store like me and my husband, eating the fruit when we ain't paid for it yet, laughing and giggling and shit. You gonna be that woman walking by with that wheelchair looking crazy because you don't want to listen to the mama. That's why. When you get a man, you got to pull up and you got to be respectful. You can't use that stank face. You can't leave your dirty drawers on the counter. Come on now, y'all. Y'all ain't listening. From this man, mama. She gonna respect me.
Hey, Miss Carlisa.
Hey, baby, how you doing? I don't mind. You can talk crazy to me all you want to. Get it all out, whatever you got to say, good or bad. I just feel some type of way, and I'm going to require that you show me them underarm pics if you start calling me bitches and say I want to fuck with my son. But other than that, if you don't like me, I don't care what you say. But when you start talking about I want to sleep with my son, I need the underarm pins or you got to go.
No, I'm not going to cross that line. I just got I'm going to be respectful. So
okay.
I just want to ask, Uh, I just feel like you're always taking Jaden's side, and I feel like even before Chrisean came along, he was that time he put you out the house because of her and that other little bald head girl that they was all living in the house together and all this stuff, and that was just so disrespectful then. And then she's just continuously doing things to you too. That's also disrespectful, but I guess you just allow it every time, and I don't understand why. And then I feel like, don't you, I know that you love your grandson, but don't you think it was such a bad influence having them little lesbian relationships or whatever they was doing in his presence? That was so disrespectful for him.
So yeah, so I have always maintained, I don't change because it's Jaden. I don't change because it's Blue. I don't change because it's Callie. If I see something that's disrespectful, I say it. So if you haven't heard me say something about her, relationships with other women and holding her accountable, I know you have, because I mean I've said it. I didn't approve of it for them to be in the house with my grandson, and that's why we got thrown out. So if I'm taking it to the max and and things are happening, why do y'all feel like I'm not holding them accountable? I could have just went downstairs, me and Callie, and act like it was normal to be in the house with two women and, my grandson running around. We could have just took that on the chin and been like everybody else, mama. Oh shit, he paying us, he giving us money. We don't care. We just gonna be quiet. Did we do that? We got put out about that, didn't we?
Yeah, you did,
Yeah,
but I just feel
I
like
mean,
you just
I wasn't staying there. I was just there. I happened to be there for the BET Awards, but there was we definitely we took a loss on that because Callie ended up having to go into emergency housing and all kinds of stuff. Her brother had got her down there, and that went all left. But we could have took the route of just respecting him and respecting Jaden and not speaking up, but we didn't do that. We held them accountable all the way until we was outside in the front yard with all our shit, remember?
yeah, you did. I mean, yeah, I know that that's the reason, everything y'all got put out and all that, but I just feel like Jaden just doesn't get held accountable and bashed as much as she
But
should. Like she's
what should she
always
get? What should she get bashed for? What is she doing that I'm missing?
like that little stunt that she pulled last week when she didn't invite you. I think that was so wrong. And sometimes
And
I
did
don't.
not hold her accountable. I got on
Yeah, you
live and went crazy.
you did. But she's always.
I think y'all just be missing it. I mean, she didn't show up to set today. She's a no show. So I mean, I held her accountable to the point where it caused some problems and some friction. I just didn't let it roll under my chin and be like, oh, oops. I'm not here. I'm not here. They say I'm here. Oh, you just doing it for clout. You just getting the money. No, I'm holding everybody accountable. When Callie was dating a married man, I called the man and I threatened the man. I went off. I ruined, sabotaged the whole relationship. They don't say nothing about that, and I did that online. When
Oh, yeah, I
she
missed
called
that one.
herself, messing, he wasn't married at the time, so thank God she didn't do adultery. He was engaged and was like telling her he wasn't sure he wanted to do it, and it was just for the kids, giving her that pussy dick line. And I jumped right in the middle of that. I was gonna have Blue and his friends pull up and beat him and do what he had to do. I damaged that immediately. I did not allow her to become in Rock's situation. She could be a baby mama to that man and behind them two kids over there. That could have ruined her. I sabotaged that whole shit online. You don't hear nobody talking about it.
But the thing is, Jaden and Jonathan was never engaged. Like that man, I don't think that man want that girl no more, Miss Carlisa. He don't really want Jaden no more. I think it's
I
just what
mean,
it boils down to.
we've all taken into consideration that there's definitely been some things, but prior to this, was he saying no? I'm not in no relationship with Chrisean. I'm not with her. I don't want to be with her.
Yeah, he was, but that was because I don't think he had already broken up properly with Jaden. I think he was still kind of playing both sides. So I think he was kind of like, it was at a point where, I remember when they were saying, oh, I'm just her manager and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that he just wasn't trying to hurt her. I think he should have just been a man and just told her, like, hey, we're done, and then just been single. He knew that. I think it just was another way to go about it. But they were definitely sneaking around, which wasn't right either.
Right. You don't. So do you agree that he definitely shouldn't have been? Chrisean shouldn't have entertained that, or her family, or somebody should have stepped in like I did with Callie and the dude that was trying to string her along and say, hey, 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 no, because I told Chrisean, I said, baby, they got a situation going on over there, and they thick as thieves. Now, Jaden and John could be behind this whole scene pulling these puppet strings. When I tell you them two people right there, I know they thick as thieves together. They done took down some liquor stores together. Them two right there, you don't never know what's going on with them. Okay?
Yeah.
So
But it
when I
turned out he
told
was
her
being thick
that,
as thieves with Chrisean the whole time.
nah, that's business. I'm talking about them two is thick as thieves. They could be pulling these strings on all of us right now. We'd never know it. That when somebody mama tell you that, you supposed to say,
It's
oh,
true.
okay.
You
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Cause
I'm his mama. I know.
yeah.
I bought her first promise ring.
I've
I
been in
know
that
what it is.
situation when a man mama told me and I got the hell on.
And there you go, because she know. And I'm not saying she couldn't win him over. I'm just saying you gotta gently, in order to take somebody's man, if that's who you are and that's what you want to do. I get that. If you love that man that much that you said, fuck it, I'm gonna take him, you gotta gently go into that situation. You can't just bombard it. Now the kids can't come over with you. You can't be the stepmama. You know, it's just too much damage. You got to go in there respectfully. When you want to take a man from another woman, you have to also show that woman that you are responsible enough to help be with him for his kids' sake. I'm not going to let none of my baby daddies take my kids into no situation like that.
That's true. Because now you're creating a shift with the kids. Now you can't even be around the kids.
Now you can't even be around the kids. So how you going to be with the man if his kids can't go hiking with y'all or go to the beach with y'all or just have a regular day?
Yeah.
That's stress on somebody else's kids. Now you finna put that stress on your own kid.
Yeah. But I think Chrisean already had a bad taste in her mouth towards Jaden. Like I feel like at first she was being sneaky, but I think after that girl lost a tooth, she was like, "Oh, it's on now. Now I'm really gonna turn up on you. Now
but
I'm really
that's why
gonna." Then that's when
say
it really turned spiteful.
That's why God say vengeance belongs to him, because you will get in that thing trying to be vengeful and turn around and look like an ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't even think Jaden was ever even gonna truly let anybody be around her kids anyways. None of those.
No. She wishes like hell he had got a doctor or a lawyer so she could drop them damn kids off and get a break sometime. She wishes Chrisean was responsible enough to drop them kids off right now. She wouldn't you want to drop your kids off here? Y'all take them for a week.
Yeah, I mean,
break.
That's true.
Not that kind of person.
Well, you know her better than I do, so I can't speak on that.
Oh yeah,
I'm just speaking off of what I see online.
She would love to drop them kids off and let them go have a week with them, so she can go and find her whatever it is she want to do, whether it's man, woman, or whatever she want to do. You can't do that. Now she got forced to be a mom 100% of the time because he didn't go out and get somebody responsible enough.
Her.
There you go. Never think that I'm telling you, when I talk to them, it's probably too disrespectful that I lose my page, and it's probably one of the reasons that I have lost some of my pages, because I have said some disrespectful stuff to my kids, because I do hold them accountable, and the internet won't let me hold them accountable to where I want to hold them. I done lost my page for saying what I had to say to my kids.
No, I don't know, Miss Carlisa. Now it's something about that son of yours, because the women do not want to let go of him.
I mean,
what is it about him? I know he's a butthole, but it got to be something behind closed doors, because they be loving that man.
You know, behind closed doors, when they turn them cameras off, Jonathan he a big ass baby.
Because Jaden and Chrisean both seem to be obsessed with that man and do not want to let him go.
They know behind closed. Well, when you got a good daddy for your kid, and that's half the battle. Somebody to love your kids as much as you love your kids. You see how these men is careless with their kids. So when you got a man that loves his kids as much as you love your kids, that's half the battle. That's enough in itself to make you want to stay. Ain't nobody finna treat their kids that good.
True.
That's half the battle. Being able to leave your kids with the daddy, knowing that he finna take care of them the way you can't take care of them. Shit.
True. So I'm just curious. So So it was okay to have Javon around. What's that little bald head girl that they was
No,
dating?
that's why
No,
Justin,
I'm talking about Jaden, not you, because I know you
Jiggy.
don't agree. I'm talking. So Jaden was okay with that girl, all that stripper activity being around her son, but Chrisean can't. I just want to know what's the
I
difference.
don't think I don't think the girl was doing the stripper stuff in front of the kids though. I don't She very particular about what they hear. Even when I cuss too much, she might, kind of pipe me down. I don't feel like that's gonna be the same with Rock. I feel like we're gonna be able to say any and everything that we want to say around the kids. So sometimes, even Jaden might have to pipe me down, like the kids, you know what I'm saying? So she not that type of mom. They're just gonna let you say whatever you want to say in front of them. So I don't think
Mhm.
she had them kids in front of Jiggy while she was twerking or taking her clothes off or any of that.
Okay.
But I think she was gonna definitely try to, live her life and act like the kids didn't know what was going on. But that's when I popped in, and
Yeah.
me and Callie turned it up, and we got put out.
And I'm
And we
glad
don't
you
we
did, because
don't
that was
regret
so
it.
wrong.
No,
That
we
was
don't
that was just
regret
wrong.
it.
You don't. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you was. I agree with you on that one, because that just wasn't right, doing all
Yeah,
that
no, that
polygamous
wasn't
stuff in front
okay.
of them kids.
Mm-mm. That
Yeah.
wasn't okay. And we turned it up, and we got on up out of there. And Javon didn't see that no more.
Yeah, that's good, because that wasn't right.
All
Well,
right.
that's
Well,
all I wanted
we
to say.
appreciate you.
That's all I
Who is
wanted to
Jiggy? They
say.
said, who is Jiggy? So some of these rocktards don't even know who Jiggy is.
Good.
All right, y'all. All right, baby. I appreciate you getting on here.
All right. And
We
how
want to
did
show
you
them.
hang this stuff up, child?
I know that part right there.
Hold on.
Hang up either. Don't let me.
Okay, there it is.
All right, y'all. I got about 15 more minutes, and then I got to hop in the shower and go get my grandbaby, because she gonna be waiting on me. Jiggy lost a tooth too. Oh, I don't know nothing about that, honey. I like Jiggy. I did. I thought she was, very. I think she definitely cared a lot about my son. She had a lot of heart for herself, which is, when you're dealing with a man with money, it's hard to show that you got balls and heart, because, or anybody, you just, they want you to act a certain way because or be quiet because they in control of the money. And I just feel like Jiggy spoke up spoke up for herself and her own integrity, and she didn't really care about the money. So that's why I did think she was a sweet baby, and she was very, very respectful to me. She never was disrespectful. And I know she probably wanted to come out that room and fight us and do what she had to do. But being that she's very respectful to her own mama, I think she didn't go there with us, and she sat her ass down and minded her business. Now you see, I'm talking about Callie and John was tussling, and they was going at it like brother and sister. That Jiggy didn't come out the room. She didn't intervene. She didn't come help her man. Now I'm sure she would have helped him if it was another woman other than his mother and his sister. But that baby didn't come out that room and curse nobody out. She didn't say nothing smart. She didn't say nothing disrespectful. She minded her own goddamn business, and that's what y'all do when family is getting into it. When my husband fussing with his mama and his sister, I'm sorry, I'll beat anybody up about you, but it ain't gonna be your mama and your sister. No, ma'am. Now, them people was here before me. They're going to be here if I leave. They're going to be here if you leave. I'm not getting into it with your family behind you unless, unless I feel like they finna hurt you, I'm going to break it up. But no, ma'am, I'm not fixing to get into it with your sister, because then you and your mama and your sister make up like family do, and I'm looking crazy, and they never forgive me. You don't get into no family business like that. Family business is private, whether you their manager, their cousin. When they arguing with their mama, if this nigga need a kidney, they gonna ask me first. So why in the hell would you get into it with some people he might need one day? You don't do that. You do not ever get into your spouse's uh business with their mama or their sister. No, ma'am. That's off limits. I would help my man. I help him to the end of time, but never against his mama, not even his kids. If you and your kids into it, guess what? Them your kids, because when I'm into it with my kids, don't get in the middle of it. Don't say shit to my kid. Don't try to help me fight my kid. None of that. Because I might side with my kid, and I don't want you to be mad at me. You've been on a rampage. Girl, I'm finna have a whole new grandbaby. This rampage is well due. The ultrasound struck a nerve. Child, I don't know if the ultrasound struck a nerve or it's reality and it gotta sink in now. Like, I mean, I don't, this is a bit much. We are behind enemy lines, dog. This is your reality, child.
Hello, Miss Carlos.
Hello, Miss
I didn't
Lady.
want to come on here with bad energy or be a negative or nothing like that. I really just wanted to ask, like, because, I mean, I get it. We know that you love your son. Social media can't deny that. You're not going to go back and forth with somebody you don't love. You're not going to keep going through all the motions as much as you and your family have sacrificed businesses, relationships with each other. Like, it's been a lot. So that can't be denied. Social media might get in a mix of it because money is involved. Like, y'all all in the limelight. This is what they want to see. It's okay when people got drama within their own lives, but then when they got somebody else to look to and throw stones at, it's easier to do that.
Exactly. Because I ran into a lady in the grocery store who said, I got online and talked crazy to you about your son. Do you know the next week my son was literally throwing my furniture around because I told him I didn't want his baby mama, his girlfriend back in my house? A lot of us is dealing with this, especially in the Black community, because we got, sons or daughters with spouses that we tried to tell them that's not it, and they got to do it anyway, and we stuck dealing with it. So a lot of us is pretending like we don't know what's going on, or the baby daddy, the son might have just never told his mama that he even had you and don't even want you around. That happened to me once. I got a child by somebody who didn't even let me entertain his family or his mama. So I mean, it's we on both sides with it, and unfortunately, it's playing itself out in front of the world. And I was embarrassed about it at first, but then I realized, like, this life.
You're trying to embrace it. Like, I seen the photos of you with the belly. You're trying to embrace it, but I just think it would be best if, like, when love gets so toxic and so strong like that, like even with relationships, when you love a man so much, not talking about your son, but like your partner, when you, or him looking at you, when you love a person so much, it could get toxic and it could get nasty. And it's like, we just need to stay away from each other right now, because yes, we might love each other, but it's getting really ugly. You feel me? And I just think like y'all should just keep y'all distance at this moment and let him come back to you. Let him come to you once. If it all go to shit, let it go to shit, girl. That's a grown-ass man over there raising families. He do what the hell he want to do with his life, and I think that you should go off and do what the hell you want to do with your life. You ain't got to be caught up in this drama. You ain't got to deal with him or his baby mamas. You choose to because that's your family and you love them and you want to show them that you go support them. But how you go show them that you go support them and stop fucking with them? That's how you show support.
Go ahead, Ayala. Go ahead, Ayala. We listening, baby.
No, seriously, like, you gotta show them your distance and show them that I can love you.
I keep trying to take people's advice when they say that. But I think, like you said, people don't realize that I'm not only going through this with Blue, I'm going through this with Dre and his baby mama too. It's just like,
it's not like you only got one kid.
I'm doing
exactly.
This is my life right here. I'm going around in a circle with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Callie done went through her divorce, so I got to deal with going to court with her. And y'all getting to see, one end of it, but that would mean I would have to let all of their shit
That's
go.
just
and I don't.
They want to capitalize off of the drama and the TV family shit. Like, it was cool when the fucking Kardashians was doing it, but they're rich as hell and they could stop shit like this. When it comes to y'all, they go keep capitalizing and making shows and oh, we just want to see more mess. We just want to see more mess. Because guess what? Other people, they could decide to just go their separate ways and they don't have to deal with the drama. And I just think that when y'all fall out, don't go on social media trying to paint nobody to be the bad person. Keep that shit off of social media.
I have never painted any. If you notice, I tell it all. Didn't nobody have to know I had 3 babies. I tell all my shit.
You will tell all your shit.
I'm gonna tell all my shit because I want y'all to not see. I want y'all to see things for the truth. I'm not finna Hollywood Kardashian sugarcoat the shit.
But
I don't want to pretend like it ain't ghetto as fuck. I want you to know that this is what you do, and if it just happens to be this way, you may as well take the bag home with you for it. And that's my intentions.
It's just not healthy, because proving it to us, like saying like, oh, and look at what he did, and is this the type of man that y'all look up to, and this the type of man, and this is what he did to his mama. You may not look at it like you painting him out to be a bad person. You might just be telling your truth, but that it don't mix. That's the part that social media is gonna keep grabbing y'all ass in the chokehold. Oh, let's keep this going. Now they in your comments. Now they in your DMs. Now they rallying you up. Now you feel like you got to prove yourself when you don't have to prove shit to none of us. Nobody.
I don't fight to prove nothing. I don't think I have to prove anything. I think I'm just I'm using logic. I'm using, if y'all giving me lemons, I'm gonna make lemonade out of it. So it's no difference from Kim having sex and then everybody exploiting her and making her feel bad. Her mom could have put it under the hush, or she could have put it on the table and said, this is life and this is what happens after life. And I think that's what all of us have agreed to do, is just, share our experiences, because it's life. It's not, I'm so transparent that I don't give a fuck at the end of the day. Only thing I care about is, hopefully at the end of this road, it becomes 6-out and not toxic. I'm going to stick to that.
So the lemons are the cap, are like you're trying to capitalize off the situation, like y'all all in agreement that y'all go put yourself out there.
At this point, you might as well, because if you know how many people have made YouTubes and money off of us right now with the bullshit, that was really, really painful to us. And then one day we all just woke up and said, well, if y'all gonna make money
off of it, like you got your own type, you can have your own type of crowd.
There's nothing more in this world that I would love to do than to show y'all how I can keep this thing together and keep my family together. There's nothing more in the world that I want to share with y'all.
Maybe it take more than one to tango. Now you know that, right?
I'm the matriarch of the family. I don't have no choice but to show y'all I'm Big Mama at the end of the day. And and through the bad and the good times, we wasn't just sharing the bad. When we was on, having our Christmases and our happy times, I was happy to post that. So I would be a hypocrite to say, oh, I'm just gonna wait till it get back good to share. That's not me.
I mean, if you found, on some real shit though, if you found you like a little hobby, like something that you like to have, don't you like cooking?
You gotta have hobbies. Right. I love cooking.
Capitalize off that
I
shit,
love
right?
cooking. I love cooking. I love taking care of my kids. I love taking care of my man. I love traveling. I'm sharing everything that I love with y'all. Unfortunately, y'all just focusing on this one thing right now.
I don't know. Wait, which part?
But our show is going to share with you guys so much more that we have going on than just this. So you stay tuned.
I'm gonna just pray for you, love.
I appreciate that.
Of course. You have a great day. Okay, love you too.
This is her bag, period.
Hey, I have something to say.
Okay.
All right. So whether you may like it or not, but what I don't feel that. So what I'm seeing is every time you are live, you are talking about this young girl. You are a mother, and there's a lot of us that are mothers. But it seemed like your son did this to himself, and the way he went on that interview and said that he doesn't have a mother or he doesn't care about you. Rock has nothing to do with that. Rock can't control what Blue said. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's very true.
And I feel like you should focus on your family than Rock. Rock has nothing to do with what y'all got going on.
I honestly just respond. I don't get on my live or get on my feed and say anything. I respond to what it is. Like you got on here just now, and we was just talking about businesses. The last person we was talking about so much other stuff. You decided to get on here and bring up Rock, right? So I'm not. I don't have a problem with responding to y'all when y'all come at me about her or what's going on with her. But if you come on here and you talk to me like the last young lady did about the show, about the Kardashians, we talked very little bit. She asked me very little about Rock. You didn't see me rear into that direction. She talked about my son, my family. We didn't talk about Rock. So if you guys get on here and talk to me about something that has nothing to do with her, guess what? I will not address it.
You want to address it, but that's the whole main subject about the situation. That's the whole main subject. I'm going to respond
every time because I didn't hear none of y'all when she first got on the Shade Room bragging about whooping my ass and this, that, and the third. I didn't hear y'all saying that's not a good interviewer. That's not something that should be talked about. It was capitalized on and it made her very powerful. So we're going to keep that same energy. We're going to keep
seeing that, but Rock.
I understand that, but Rock has that same energy because I didn't hear any one of y'all saying that first interview where on the Shade Room where y'all all learned and became rocktards. That was y'all very first time hearing from her, and I shouldn't have been.
She only did with the energy you gave her.
I shouldn't have been a part of that interview. It should have been about her music, my son. I shouldn't have been added to that interview. Correct? I've been added to every interview that they've ever done. So guess what? Somebody wants me here talking about it. Because if you go watch every one of her interviews, they talking about me.
Every interview is really not about you because they don't speak about you.
No,
only one who spoke about you. They don't never know you. Not even Blue.
Every interview that they sit her down in, they ask questions about me, and she don't say a next question. Or she don't start fighting.
Yes, she does say next question. She does not answer. When it comes to you, she does not answer you.
Go watch the first.
The way I watch everything, I watch every interview. I'm tuned in. I follow Blue. I follow Rock. I follow you. I follow everything. I'm tuned into everything.
Add somebody to the call so you can talk to her. And you talk to somebody else and y'all tell me which interview together that I wasn't added to. She did talk. She said that she don't want me to bring up Rock, and I said I've been brought up in every interview.
I can't talk. So what I'm trying to say is that Rock has her own mother. You're a mother. Rock has a mother. So when, like for example, whatever your issue is going through with Blue, you should keep it between you and Blue. But it seems like every time you don't get what you want, and I think you're hurt from what Blue said on the interview. He said he doesn't have a mother. He meant that. He meant everything he said. I think you're hurt. You're still gonna deal with Rock regardless of anything. You can't make Blue do what he want to do. I know you want this happy family, but it is what hello?
We listening.
Yeah. So I just don't get how it's just every time something don't go your way, you seem like you gotta throw it on Rock when they don't have to do with Rock. Blue decided to do that interview. Blue decided when that lady asked Blue.
I think y'all think I'm throwing them under the bus together. I think y'all think I keep you got on here and you started talking about Rock. So now we're stuck talking about Rock. My last conversation, we was talking about the show. We was talking about 6 Out. We was talking about the Kardashians. When you guys hop on here and that's what you want to talk about, and that's what you ask questions about, what do you want me to do? Not respond?
I just feel you as a grandma, you're doing your job and being there for your grandkids. Because me as a grandma, I would do anything for my grandkids. I would drop anything to go do it for them because we're their second parents. And our kids are the ones who come to us and tell us, like, give them advice. And that's who we need to give the advice to. I'm a young mother. I am. But I'm a young grandma, too, that I would do anything for my kid. And I think you could do what you have to do as a mother. You can put your 2 cents. Either our kids are going to listen or not. They're going to listen, but one day they're going to reflect in life and say, oh, yeah, my mother said this. I should have listened to her. Because I still say, I'm still young. I'm 36, and I say, shit, I should have listened to my mom, too.
That part.
I've done a lot of mistakes in life, but we can only make ourselves better. We can make ourselves improve in life and show our kids our mistakes can be turned into, you know, goals and everything. Because my life's not perfect, and I'm not going to say I'm perfect. So either, you know, I feel for Rock and I feel for Jaden. I think Rock just needs to grow up and be a bigger person and look out for her baby now. Because that's a baby that's coming into this life that maybe didn't ask to come, but it's going to come. And she needs to be that bigger person now and take care of that baby and fuck everybody around her and all that.
And I agree to that. Now that's what we're talking about. She's a grandmother. Now at the end of the day, Rock is having her grandchild too. She has to accept that grandchild too, whether you like her, dislike her, or have an old issue about her whooping.
When did I
Y'all
say,
fight
when did I
over
say
what's
I
that
wasn't going
child?
to accept the child?
I don't think
Well, I'm just
that
saying.
is about
I'm
you
just saying.
saying.
As much as love you show to all the other grandkids, you should show the same energy to Rock, regardless of the past. Is what I'm saying. It
When
just
they
seems like you
called
just.
me, when Zeus called me and asked me to pull up, that they was going to show actual results. Did I not pull up and show my possible grandbaby love? And we ain't even got no DNA test yet. We ain't even got to that part. But when they called me and asked me to pull up on my son's behalf,
Don't do that girl like that. DNA test. Come on, you know she's the only. Rock is the
I
only
think
one.
the problem is that every time the fans catch something from you, it's negative. It's nothing good. Don't get me wrong. It takes two to be toxic. Blue's toxic, the so is Rock. Love Rock the light, big fan, all that good stuff. But at the same time, as a mother and a grandmother, she need guidance, not to be bashed and put down on social media. Let her enjoy her pregnancy.
That is not my responsibility. Y'all giving her good guidance. Y'all keep doing it.
No, it's not your responsibility, but at the same time,
that's not my fucking problem. And don't try to put that on me. Don't try to put that on me after this person not only fought me, but kicked me in my head. I'm doing the best I can to forgive. I'm doing the best I can with the forgiveness that's in my heart.
Listen, I don't agree.
I'm doing the best I can with the forgiveness that's in my heart. Because if a motherfucker kick you in your head, I want to see how you forgive them. Because a lot of y'all forgive them.
Regardless of kicking in the head, regardless of kicking in the head,
you ain't even forgave your own mama and your own daddy yet.
I'm not gonna get.
I'm cool with my mother. I'm cool with my mother.
I'm working myself up to deal with this. But if a motherfucker kick you in your head,
there is a video of you knocking Jaden's his other baby's mother's food when you walked up. You knocked the food out. Now there's a difference between exactly. So I feel like you're disrespectful. I feel like the way you act is sometimes you kind of deserve the energy. Rock's not going to take no shit, and I think that's why you're upset, and that's why you act the way you act. Jaden's a sucker when it comes to you or anybody else. Rock don't take no shit, and that's probably why you're mad and y'all can't handle the truth, because Rock is going to take your bull crap. Rock is going to take it.
Shit. You should just clean up your own shit. That's all I asked her to do was clean up her own shit. This is about shit. Okay? All I asked Rock to do was clean up after herself. When I decided I wasn't cleaning up after her no more, it turned into a big drag out fight. Jaden called me a liar, and you goddamn right. I knocked the plate of food on the floor because I'm her elder. I'm her mother. I helped raise her. I helped feed her. I helped get her to and from school. When you call a black woman a liar, which maybe she wasn't prepared to get that response, but if I call my mother a liar, I'm going to get the taste slapped out of my mouth. So she should be glad all I did was slap that food on the floor. But she know today you don't look at me and call me no damn liar, and you know I don't lie. Do you call your mama a liar? What happens to you when you call your black grandma, or your mama a liar?
Just stay out the blog. Stay out your son's business. Stay let them do what the fuck they're gonna do. That's their problem.
That's what I'm saying. It's not your problem.
But it makes you look bad. It does.
It makes you look bad. You are not Rock's mother. You are Blue's mother.
You look bad because I'm responsive and standing up for myself.
You don't have to feed into everything that they do, everything that they say. You're grown.
I have a response to everything that they do and everything that they say.
This is the thing. If you
have a response. You have a response right now, and you don't even know us. So how the fuck you expect me not to have a response? You have a response and you don't even know us. So try imagining not having a response and you do know us. You don't even know us, but you got a response.
Don't go live and accept people. And
you live right now and you don't even know us. You have a response, right?
Sure do.
Exactly. And so
And
the
that's the
fuck do
thing.
I.
And like you just said we don't know you. But again, you never even got the time to know Rock. You just judge her based off because she don't clean
What do
up.
you mean
They got
I
money.
never
They can
got the time to
get a
know her? I
maid
was
to have
living in
somebody
the
clean
house
up.
with her for 2 damn weeks. I was taking her to her appointments. I was helping her get her contract signed. I was watching her get drunk and threaten to do this and that to my child. I know her. I was living in
Blue
the house
likes
with
it.
her.
That has nothing to do with you. Blue gets a kick off of that. That's why he's still with her today. That's why when he was Barton,
If
who
he's
was right there? You
with
wasn't
her
there.
today,
Jacob
why are
wasn't
we?
there.
What is she
Your son
crying
wasn't
about?
there.
What is
None
she
of y'all was
crying about?
there.
What is she crying about if he's with her today? What's the problem then? Why are we having problems right now? What's going on?
She's gonna cry because she is an emotional person
Cry
that
about
went through
what?
stuff
She
with her
ain't crying because she
family,
didn't get no
with her
strawberries.
father, with her
She ain't
mother.
crying
That's
because
why
she
this
didn't get
young
no
lady is
strawberries
stressed.
last night. She crying because
You don't understand. This young
she
girl went through
said
so
my
much in her
son don't
life.
want to be in a relationship no more. Yes or no?
As a grandmother, my mother,
I
like my
thought she
mother would do.
said she crying because my son don't want to be with her no more.
That has nothing to do. That's why he said you're weird. I get it, Blue, and I don't even know you. He says you're weird, and I believe Blue. I believe Blue. Let's talk
believe
about
him
Blue.
too.
I believe
I
Blue.
believe him too.
I believe him. I believe him.
He said he don't want to be there with her. I believe him too. You right.
No, I'm
But
talking
he
about
was so
dealing with
saved to make
you.
that money.
We
What else?
believe Blue. I want you to keep repeating that. You believe Blue. Say it again.
Because she's an ignorant ass bitch.
Say it again. Say it again.
And that's why Rock did what she did. Because if I was Rock, I'd have did the same thing. Rock wasn't wrong. Because my mother stay out of kids' thing. When I have a relationship, my mother minds her business. Unless somebody trying to harm or kill me.
Who cares? That's his mama. So what? So what? So what? That's his mama. Y'all don't got no fucking respect. Rock is a bum. She came with a bag. She's eating off of a man. Y'all writing this man's mama dick. Like,
she has her own money. She has her own money.
She didn't have none. She didn't have none. He making money off of her. That's why he deal with her. Like, y'all bashing his mama for what? Go bash him. He dog her out every
Nobody's
day.
bashing the mother. It was telling the mother need to mind her
You
business.
just called me a name, sis.
Don't
You just
matter.
called me a name.
It don't even
I'm
fucking
his
matter. They
mama.
him.
He came out
Rock
my
and his
ass.
mama got a real beef. They got real beef. They got real beef. See,
And he don't deal with her because she says she's weird.
Gotta like
She
that
said
You're weird. You're on my live talking about my son. It doesn't get any more fucking weird than that.
Go right, they did. Don't nobody give a fuck about no Rock. Y'all writing this bitch dick for what? Is you getting paid for this, honey? How much money you getting for arguing with this grown ass woman? How much?
Not a goddamn dollar.
But wasting your breath for Rock.
I still work a full-time job. It ain't shit about money or nothing. It's about conversation. What's there, what's not, what's not.
Bye. Everybody got a job.
Exactly.
So what?
Exactly. I'm just stating my opinion. It's about stating my opinion. I ain't saying I was getting paid. I was stating my opinion, sweetheart. Hey, I was stating a opinion and how I feel. I didn't say I was getting a bag or nothing. I go to work, but I just think this lady is